The wind tells no lies. As a Battlefield vet, I never expect this type of shit, but obviously, XCOD devs, it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Or aim resistance, dynamic skill-based matchmaking. There it is. Let's play that one back in slow mo. Look at this shit. Slides across the goddamn map. And they're talking about even increasing that from what I've been hearing. Alright? I get those lobbies when I'm in like 180 to 190 KD. Once I get like 180, 190 KD, that's when I start seeing weird shit like that. You know, skill based matchmaking, dynamic matchmaking. It's a real thing. I've been tracking this game for hours and days now for uh, skill based matchmaking in general using my NetDuma R3 router. Anytime that I pop off or anytime that I climb my KD back up to 180 to 190 range, that's where things start to get really weird, where the game starts putting me into servers where it's the router says that it's a 24 25 ping server, but technically the game server itself, the engine itself, will add 8 millisecond delay for interpolation and lag compensation based on the ALAT, which is like the average latency of everybody in the server. So it'll add like 8 milliseconds to you. But there's those servers where magically you go from having, technically I have like a 16 to about 20 ping in Battlefield games. And with the way that I get match made, it goes uh, from what I technically should have. It'll put me into a server that's offering me that ping, but it'll double my latency by up to 80, like you saw in the beginning of the video. For steady ping, I normally raise my ping to match the ALAT or to go 1 millisecond over it. I try to get it the best I can possible because if not, if I have a low ping, I suffer really bad with hit detection. It is absolutely terrible experience if I don't do that. So I have to do that. Anyways, you know, I've been paying very close attention to details and stuff like that. I know when the round is not punishing me, and I know when it is. And these are key things that experienced gamers will catch on to very easily. Today's gaming is all about dynamic matchmaking, you know, because of all these different systems with different specs and performances. You name it, man. Skill-based matchmaking, the skill bracket issue. It's damage control is what it is. They don't want nobody going around just destroying. Now, if you're running with a party, that's going to be absolutely amazing for you because you can actually get away with it a lot more easier if you run with a party, especially during non-peak hours. You'll definitely have a blast with a party. However, I'm a solo player, so this is the where I get to see the things that a lot of people may not see, and this is why everybody's experiences are a lot different. The game doesn't show you win-loss ratio, but I do think that it's basing off of your KD in a way, because my KD's been fluctuating from 190 back down to 170, and then I have to climb back up, which right now I'm right back in the 180 range, and I start seeing weird shit like you saw in the beginning of this video. Or hit reg delay, or no like ghost bullets, or I have to lead my shots more than I should have to, more than I ever had to in any Battlefield games, and that's, you know, that's a big ordeal. Or I get like that spawn point there that I just showed you. I'll get spawn points like that where it just spawns me right where you know, I'm instantly getting shot, or I can empty a clip, use the same gun as somebody, and you know, I'm not getting hit reg. And they mount me with less BTK than what the weapon should be doing. Like I showed in my last video, where I showcased protected players, where I shot somebody with a shotgun 3 times, and I wanted to test it again. So I found a perfect opportunity to shoot a guy, realized that he wasn't dying, so I picked off the other 2 with 1 shot kills, but he took exactly the same amount as the previous clip that I showed in that video. So that tells me everything that I need to know about the game, is that it's all a lie that they don't prioritize ping whatsoever. It's all skill-based matchmaking, and the skill-based matchmaking is the same as Call of Duty. All you have to do, if you have a NetDoomer router, all you got to do is pay attention and watch where you're being routed to. Technically speaking, I should be getting routed to Virginia servers at all times. However, I get rerouted to Oklahoma, and then I get put over into the West Coast for some reason. So yes, it's all a lie. Ping is not priority. Skill-based matchmaking is, and that's just the bottom line. Either they dub that shit down, or a lot more people are going to start experiencing it. A lot of people think it's hit reg issues right now, but it's not. It's dynamic skill-based matchmaking. I'm Uncle Rotcharm. Thanks for watching.